Everybody live?
I am. Well, you and I
Slash
are the only ones
recording?
that I think are streaming.
Slash
Oh,
recording?
Yeah, I'm good.
I just realized
Alright.
I didn't have my mic out. That's probably part of the reason I
Oh,
sound
that's
weird.
why you sound.
Oops.
Alright.
Oh, is today gonna be one of those days where my stream's gonna go to shit?
I don't know.
I've lost like half my frames.
Finger hive.
Fuck, man.
Well, if everyone's ready, then I say we get this show on the road, because the show is gonna be welcome everyone to our weekly Terraria with friends, where we just go around doing stupid crap and we put a gold in the chest anytime someone gets butthurt about something that's said. This time we're trying to prep for Wall of Flesh, and so far it's gone to crap every time.
Yeah, y'all have a better idea of what the next, what we're gonna try and get for the next attempt, because we keep getting slightly closer, but it's a matter of what do we need to do now?
Well, before you hopped on, me and Jacob were talking about possible things that we can try, including each of us take on a different, task. For instance, one person could be trying to grind for a particular armor, another one could be grinding Queen Bee for the Bee Nades specifically, because that seemed to work out well. And another person could be working on extending the bridge, just as examples. So, if we want to go that route, or just keep throwing ourselves at it endlessly, like you did with Torch God, we can always do that too.
Uh, yeah. How do I use? I guess I have to have it in the hotbar. I'm not really willing to put it in the hotbar. I like the idea about the getting the bee nades and everything set up because, like I did say, that was ultimately probably what let us get any sort of progress on the first run through. Cause
Yeah, that was 40 B nades almost got us to it. If we were all using B nades, maybe we would have won. If two of us were using B nades, I think we would have been able to do it.
yeah. So, who do we want doing that then?
I was saying I could possibly do it. It doesn't really matter who does it, more so to speak. It could be two people just in case.
Yeah.
But we would effectively need to go and effectively make a bunch of the bee spawns, and then go into.
Or we got our little area set up.
Yeah. So, and we would need stingers, honey bottles, honey blocks, which we have at least a handful of those.
Yeah, I don't know about the honey bottles. We would probably have to go to the jungle and find those.
The honey bottles can be made fairly easily. And then there's hives and stingers, which hives, we can just mine those, and then stingers, those can be dropped from jungle bees.
Yeah, the small ones that are just hanging around. I mean, I'll join you on that because I think being support on either one would probably be the most effective thing I can do.
Yeah. The other thing was basically the three things were that. Then there was getting ranged armor, which the best one is the necro armor, which is basically grinding bones in the dungeon and getting some cobwebs. And then the third thing was maybe extending the bridge if there was nothing really else.
Yeah, because that's one thing that we keep doing. I say we. Well, granted, if we do the B nades thing, we'd have to make sure that we would have enough for multiple attempts. So
I would more likely say that we can at least do one attempt. Like, I was thinking, like, if two people are working on it, that means we get double the B nades because it goes by loot bag.
Fragilities, thanks for the follow, man.
Hey, congrats.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt y'all.
No, you're fine, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the best ways to handle it, because if we do decide to go further one way or the other, which I just realized when it comes to maps, besides the overworld, I have the most expansive revealed map of hell of all places,
Oh, okay. You're
because I don't
talking about.
explore as
I
much.
thought you were talking about like comparing us three, and I think I have the most expansive map.
No, I'm talking about mine.
I have-
Like, besides the overworld itself, I have the most expansive map of hell. Expanding
I
the
literally have
bridge in
all of
either
hell
direction.
expanded.
Hmm.
I have like a pretty dang good bit of it as well, like 3/4 of it.
Let's say this: I have a good chunk of the air. I mean, I was the one who found all the islands, basically. I have the overland done. I have a good chunk of the jungle. I have a good chunk of the desert. I have our pit that goes straight down. I have the snow one that turns into 2 mushrooms. I have a little bit of the crimson on the left. I have basically all the dungeon, which goes outwards into hell. One second. Let me just.
So, which do we want? Okay, so obviously, I think at least 2 of us are wanting to do the nades. Shadow, which do you think would be more productive, expanding the bridge or getting the armor?
I think
The armor
expanding
was
the bridge
it was
would be
basically
better.
like.
Yeah.
Sorry, I jumped back in. One person was gonna grab armor so that one person can go gunner, then then a different person goes B nades, and then the third person could just be magic, I guess.
Hello to Sun Angel, and thank you, Fragilities, for following me as well.
So, so with that, does that sound good?
Yeah.
Like just
No,
one person basically grabbing armor, 2 people grabbing B nades for one person, which would likely be either you or me, depending on who's going with the gun.
Yeah. I'll help with the nades. I don't know what Shadow's doing.
I'm
You're
about
going for
to
the
go
bridge.
see how. I think I'm gonna do the bridge, but I don't have the materials for it, so I'm just gonna see what state it's in right now. Possibly.
It's more likely going to have to be continued from the left, if I were to say anything, because
Yeah,
you really
that
want
would
to
be the
dig
easiest. That would be the easier way to do it, at least right now.
through.
Let's see. Do you have
So,
bottles, Jacob?
I got sand, so I can make bottles.
I was about to say. Am I still dropping frames? Why am I dropping so many frames?
Okay, so
This is why I don't stream this.
now I'm going to grab the honey blocks that were down here, which are in herbs for some reason. All right, I'm gonna go on ahead.
Just
If
try and do
I
your
don't-
best to be aware we may end up with a crash, because the way it seems like my network's going, the
Oh, no.
network may crash before the game does.
Fudge. No, 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 don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay. And there's a voodoo demon here, so I can't exactly kill him while he's shooting at me, because if I do, then he's gonna drop it into lava. And we have a wall of flesh on our hands. There's 2 of them!
No, there are 2 of them.
Oh, that sucks, Shadow.
Yes, it does. It royally sucks.
All right, well, let me just bottled honey.
Or
Let's make.
do we
3
have
of
hives?
those. Literally, look around you.
Well, no, that's what I was asking. I was gonna start grabbing this one.
No. Hives.
Oh,
Hives.
that. Oh. Okay, that was stupid of me.
well.
Also honey blocks, I guess.
Wait, how? Why are you not taking damage?
It's honey.
It. Then why did it knock me back if I didn't take damage?
It sometimes, if you break a hive, it sometimes spawns bees.
Oh.
We also need to kill. We also need stingers from the wasp, like the wasps and hornets.
Yeah, because those are going to be helpful for your armor later.
No, the real reason is because we need the stingers.
For a beamation, I know, but like
No,
No, for the spawner.
a beamation is the spawner.
Oh.
oh, okay. There's also the fact that it won't spawn it. By the way, I got a Beosaur from that one bee.
That's cool. Now we just need the band-aid, and then we can make a medicated bandage.
I think we already have like a handful of these Beosaurs though.
Yeah.
Here, you take that because I don't really have a spot for it. Okay, I can make one.
One abimation.
Oh, I can make two.
Well, since we're all here, might as well.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
then,
that's
depending
all.
on how well it goes, we can do what we need to. I have 50 mana potions, so I'm good on that note.
All right. You might as well touch the honey a little bit so that you can get some natural regen.
I was about to say, can I get out?
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh, damn.
Okay, that's one.
Okay. Say, but
Well, that seems to be working pretty well.
unless you're like me and just jump straight into the path of the charge.
I don't know how I dodged that. I legit do not know how I did that.
Bee shirt, 16 bee nades, 18 bee wax, guardian honeycomb, hive pack,
There
and
you
a bee
go.
gun.
I just basically gave it all to Satana because I had no space.
Yeah.
Stinger.
I have 42 B-nades, and wow, I came down to a lot more missing health
Well,
than I thought I had, than I thought I was. I'm still
Yeah.
taking damage from poison.
Poison from the thing.
Yeah, I'll have poison longer than I'll have like the potion sickness. So
I'll need more hives.
I think Shadow got a good bit of them a second ago.
Yeah, here's 55.
Well, you might as well place it. Okay, yeah, that's. I still need stingers, but at the very least now I don't worry about hives, I guess.
Where do you think you're going?
What?
It makes it easier for stuff
Oh
like
yeah, fair enough.
this to go through. There you go.
I wonder if she's to go down there and get the stinger.
Well, I have a lot of
He's-
jumps.
About to say one of y'all.
Satana is a
probably.
friend of fire.
What was this about fire? Fire?
Join the team.
He's got fire following him.
Shadow.
Ah,
Shadow. There you go.
There you go.
He He lost it. He destroyed the fireball. How could you?
Okay, I now
Can
have
I even
four,
jump up? I
uh,
can't even.
I now have
Grappling
four.
hook.
I know, but I don't like using it. Or I often, or rather, I forget that I have it. Oh.
Okay, if you're not gonna use the grappling hook, then
No, like I just said, I forget I have it.
Yeah, that's a B frame.
Waterleaf planter box, yes. All right,
Wait, what?
waterleaf planter box.
Oh yeah, you're wanting that.
Well,
I
before
don't
we
know
try our
why,
next
just-
attempt, give me just 1 second, because I realized I had some valuables that I forgot to deposit at the house.
Well, at the very least, the B boss gives like 15 gold. We only
Yeah.
really needed like 7, maybe one more B boss for the B nades because we got like 50 that one attempt.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be for Satana.
Just give me just a second, because I have no inventory to even pick up a thing anyways, so...
You know, I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Stone can go there. Don't exactly need rope right now. Oh crap. There we go.
Where'd the bee gun I ended up with go?
I don't know, but I have one if you need it.
He doesn't. I think he just was wondering where it went because I think he picked up 2 B guns.
Yeah. I don't know. Wait, when
Oh,
I say I
fudge.
wake up for... Yes, this is a PC game. This is Terraria.
Well, it can be played on PlayStation. There are multiple
Oh yeah,
consoles
it
that can
does
play
have
this
multiple...
game.
But we are playing on PC.
Yes. I don't think any of us have the software to put it on to record on other things.
I
Really, all you need is a
technically
capture
do.
card.
I just haven't used it in several years.
Well, I definitely don't have a good capture card.
You don't actually need a capture card for at least PlayStation.
Yeah, but the PlayStation recording software sucks.
If you have good enough, you can basically, there's a shadow play way to do it.
No,
Take your
the main
PlayStation
reason
stuff
why I'm
to your
saying it
PC
sucks
and
the reason why I say it sucks is because it will not record specific cutscenes and whatnot if the creators made it like that.
I know.
So
I'm telling you how to get around that. If you shadow play to the PC and then record OBS on the PC, you get around that because the PlayStation
but you
doesn't
still need a
recognize your
capture
recording.
card for that, and the capture card I have is
Nope.
actually complete. What?
Nope, you do not need a capture card. It's called PlayStation Play. It's an official PlayStation software. It basically just allows you to remote access your powered on PlayStation from your PC over the internet. So the issue with it is maintaining a stable enough internet connection to connect to your PlayStation and to play and to stream. That's the only thing.
Traveling merchant. Oh, he's right here at the main house. He's got a code 1 DPS meter, stopwatch, paint sprayer, leopard skin.
My side of the stream is probably gonna be the most boring right now because I'm.
Stopwatch. Oh, DPS meter. I've already got both of those.
By the way, I am
s-
correct. Sun Angel. This is Oh crap! Get attacked by a spiky slime. Oh, forgot I still had the bow equipped. I thought I had one of the maces equipped. I didn't. I'm right, Sun Angel. This is who I typically see with the username Sun Angel, right? Without giving away personal information, obviously. Part of our Pathfinder
don't-
groups.
I don't know of any other Sun Angels.
I mean, true. I'm just making sure to be polite.
That's fair. In any case, hello.
Well, I now have 9 spawns now. I think that's more than enough for.
That's more
Someone
than
to
enough for
grind.
today's purposes.
I said I don't
Yep,
think
it
we
is.
only really need to fight one more.
She says hi to you, Shadow.
Okay. Hello.
That's,
Yeah, I'm sure with what Shadow and I are doing down here, I'm sure we're going to end up with enough extra materials that from the way you are talking, there will be a point where we'll need to actually sit here and truly grind the bee stuff for a little bit.
it's not that. It's more like new bee types will spawn, and that's whenever we need to start grinding.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean later. So having the materials and stuff to make these spawns and extra spawners will be useful later on.
Well, don't forget to.
I'm working on it. I'm waiting for regen to get me back up because okay, I'm back up, so whenever y'all are ready.
How is he not getting hit by this?
Because we're on the same team and we don't have PvP
Oh,
enabled.
jeez.
I know, I was...
I mean, I'm sure, unless you have viewers that I don't, I'm sure the only person currently listening into this or currently part of any part of conversation around this that wouldn't know
no.
that that's a thing would be Sun Angel. That, dang it. I am really bad at moving at the moment.
Dang, she's already down to half.
Yeah.
I finally got hit.
I only got hit once so far.
Oh, up. Ooh. Oh,
Yeah,
Ow,
down.
I just jumped
Up.
straight into it.
I jumped into it.
Yeah, I think we all did. That last couple pass-throughs. Oh, I just didn't jump out of the way. Oh,
Dodge.
trying. There we go. Ugh. I'm surprised I'm not still dying from poison. Okay, so what?
Bee's
did
knees,
I get out of
22
mine?
bottled honey, 22 bean-aid, 26 bee wax.
Yeah, I already tossed the beat.
Dang, you
everything
almost
to
died
spawn
from that.
again.
You
Yeah, I
almost
did.
died from that. And here I am
I mean,
sitting
he
at full
almost died
health.
last time too. He only had 91 health last time.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was still taking poison
I've got
damage.
another
when-
Bizor.
And what's funny is that I didn't even use a potion this time.
I used one, and
I
then I
didn't either.
think we managed to kill the boss right as my potion sickness ended.
I used mana potions, but that's about it.
Yeah. And this game's only supposed to get harder from what we're doing today.
Yes, it
Yeah.
gets much harder.
Okay, so How many B-nades do you have now?
115.
I think that's
Well,
more.
137 now that Shadow passed me what he had.
Yeah, that's more than enough. I'm thinking like that should be enough to continuously throw B-nades. So I guess I'm gonna go over to the dungeon, which we need a waypoint for.
Yeah, we do. Okay.
I just passed you an angry hive pack. It's plus 3% damage.
I have too
Yeah.
many of those.
Well, no, but that one's like but that one you want to equip because that increases B-nade power.
Okay.
And your damage in general.
Yeah. That's the stipulation for if someone's going B-nades, they need to have the hive pack equipped.
Okay. I got freaked out by the witch doctor for a moment.
Hey, anyone want to fight the old one's army?
What?
Turn Terraria as you know it and turn it into a tower defense.
Oh yeah, that we're not doing that.
Oh, okay. I'm going down.
Okay.
Why are you go? Oh, I guess you're building the bridge.
Not right this second.
Well, I mean, I'm going over to.
Silt.
Well, I guess you can look for cobwebs actually. Could you, if you can get me some cobwebs?
Okay. I can do that. Well, I'm right next to the spider biome, so this will work out quite well.
At least we know where the spider biome is, so whenever we. So effectively, we'll be able to not only grind for the spider materials, but also the bee materials.
Okay.
Hmm.
And
Hey, since we all have Torch God now, we can start re-illuminating the whole shaft.
yeah. Oh, I thought we'd already sat there and done that.
Nope.
My bad. I'm trying to get inventory set up. Give me just a second.
Well, at the very least, once we do defeat Wallflesh, we'll be able to.
Finally get into the good stuff. Get into the good part.
Well, also get an extra trinket slot.
That too.
That'll be nice. Now I quick stacked shit, thinking we had no other place where we had B-nades. Apparently I was wrong because they're not in my inventory at the moment. So now I'm trying to find them.
Okay, second bones.
There's so
What?
many different hive packs.
You know what? I am definitely gonna make that joke.
What?
You'll find out.
Oh, that just made it so much easier.
What's over here? Yeah, bunch of pots. Alright. There you are.
Oh, I put it in my hotbar. Oops.
Eat lead.
Why'd you pass me?
You didn't hear what I said, did you?
I did, but why?
That was the joke.
Okay, so I'm going.
It's literally the entirety of the joke.
Hold on. I was really hoping there'd be a way for me to merge the bazaar with the thing, so maybe I could get the bazaar and the hive back.
Bezor merges with bandages to make a medicated bandage.
Hmm.
Ladybugs. Where's the guide?
Thing is, obviously I'm gonna have to.
There he
He's
is.
down at the bottom. Oh, thanks, Sun Angel.
Luck potions.
She was talking about how she had joined since she saw a notification that I was like, okay, what's this one? Is this from the jungle? From the witch doctor? This one
Yes,
that looks
the
like a
imbuing
voodoo
station.
potion. Okay,
Yes, it's the imbuing station.
okay.
Yeah. We need an adhesive bandage and a Bezor to make a medicated bandage, which is immunity to poison and bleeding.
So it'll be
Which
that one.
bleeding means no regen, poison means you just take damage over time.
Okay, so which one of you needs help now? Or what are
Well,
we doing now?
I still need cobwebs.
I had a bunch, but I started quick stacking, so it's yeah. I have 97 cobwebs right here in the basic blocks too, but I can pass them to you next time I see you.
200.
Need how
Well,
many?
that's what was in the thing. Traveling merchant has departed.
Nighttime.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure that
right.
one, it's not going to be too hard to, we just need to find a place that would have a bunch of cobwebs. It's not going to be too hard to get that many.
The
Which
spider
shift
biome.
do you put it in?
I have it in my inventory right now.
Okay. Toss it to me. I'm at the house.
Do we know
Oh.
where a spider biome is?
Yes, it's right next to the shaft. You just passed it.
I did.
Yes.
Oh.
Here's 102.
Forgot I did not have my no fall damage thing equipped.
I like my wings.
We don't get a different anvil until,
Hard mode.
yeah, so no, we do not, because we're currently working on Wall of Flesh. I had another
Oh,
person show up,
Gotcha.
Creeper Stevie. Yeah, we don't have a different anvil yet because we're still working on hard mode. Blood
Oh,
Moon, yay!
wonderful.
Okay, well, looks like I got an upgrade because I realized, hey, there's a whip that I can make.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah, it's literally like in comparison, the damage difference is where's my original whip? I can't find my original. Okay, 27 to 39.
Okay, that's not bad.
But it took like 90 of the basically I had 150 bones. It took 90 bones for that, so I now need to go back and get more bones.
Dungeon.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So we're extending on the left or the right?
Left, right's gonna
Left.
be too much of a pain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually draining all that lava. Let me see if I can get some good stuff out of the
I've got to
Blood
walk
Moon
all the
enemies.
way there.
I did get another tally counter, by the way.
Oh, cool. I'm
Sweet.
probably gonna need one of those for my next upgrade.
Yeah, it's still on me at the moment, but I'm trying to get to the, you know.
Oh, I forgot I had the shield. I was like, why did I just yeet to one side?
Yeah. Let's see. Arcane Molten Skull Rose.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't
Oh,
know
pretty
how
in
far
there.
behind the stream is because it keeps telling me that I'm losing a lot of frames. Granted, the number's gone down
Oh, 50
significantly.
away.
What was that?
50 away.
Oh, from 1,000?
Yep. Yeah, but this whip also has a stupid range with the obsidian set bonus.
Sweet.
All right.
Like,
Quick
I
question.
actually could possibly, if I wanted to be a little bit closer, I could possibly use the whip in the Wall of Flesh fight. Should I? No. I really should.
Probably not, just for the sake of maximizing damage output. Since
Oh yeah, I know.
don't
I'm
have
just
a
saying,
plan.
like, I could, which
You
is
could, but that's the problem. You could versus you should.
good. Should have.
Oh, great.
So, is there anything special that happens when you reach 1,000,
No,
or is it just a cool milestone?
it's just a milestone.
Okay. That was.
No.
I don't know what my voice did there.
Dang it. Bats. Bats.
Oh, no,
Oh,
no,
I
we're back
missed
to the
your
bats.
comment about spiders. That was exactly my reaction in my head, Sun Angel. Yay, spiders.
We're back to the bats.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I mean he's trying to build the bridge.
I
and that's
know,
kind of
it's
his
just
biggest
funny.
pain.
But,
I am turning into Joker. I don't like bats.
you know, the Joker loves bats. He wouldn't be the Joker otherwise. Well, depending on what age Joker we're talking about, but
Yeah, it depends on which which Joker.
we're talking about newest iteration of Joker. I just had a fallen star drop on my head.
Save that for yourself.
Oh, I know. I'm the only one that
Yes.
still needs the
Star Cannon or Max Mana, either one.
yeah, well, Max Mana is probably what I'm
It's
going
gonna be
for right
max
now.
mana, and we're not gonna be using a mini shark for.
Yeah, I think we've like, I still want to use the mini shark eventually as my range option or some variation of it. I'd probably go
Probably
mega
coming.
shark later on.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna more likely be that like we have 2 mini sharks at least. Okay, Darkcaster.
No, heal.
Okay, so I need 150 bones. Oh hey, bone wand.
Oh, another Flame Lash. I'm just picking up the chests that you left behind as I go. I haven't gotten very far in extending the bridge because I've had to build over lava. And I've been having to fight off demons.
Why
No,
not?
that's perfectly understandable.
If you want, I can toss you my old whip to have some type of like semi-ranged melee.
I have magic.
Oh, by the way, one thing that I have just
And the lava slimes aren't helping either.
I've kind of discovered recently, as I'm sure pretty much everyone here can currently remember. Hey, 1,000!
Congrats! Yay!
But
Is the blood moon still going on?
yes. I am literally standing off to one side of the house just grinding. Quite literally, actually. I'm just sitting here with the fiery mace just holding the button down. But
Oh, I don't have enough cobwebs.
as I've probably mentioned before, I've been playing Satisfactory, and they actually have an arachnophobia version, or arachnophobia mode. So if you don't want to deal with the spider-like enemies, what it does is it replaces the spider-like enemies models with just 2D pixelated pictures of cats. And they
Oh,
like
you
make
just
a
reminded
meowing
me of,
sound.
like-
And here's the thing though. When I first found the cat, I'm like, what in the world is going on? Because I didn't realize it. And
That's the
I'm
bride.
not sure if I thought, like, I've seen this, what the spider model is supposed to look like. I don't think I want to deal with it either. But, I'm not 100% sure if the cat thing actually makes it better, because this, you just hear the meowing. And then, yeah. And then you can't tell if you've killed it because it just looks the same. So the only way to tell you killed it is if you find the drop. But if you don't see the drop, because sometimes the cat model will cover it up, you won't actually know if you've killed the dang thing. It's
Okay, so you know how we all like blood moons? Just so you know, after we beat Wall of Flesh and get into hard mode, there
Oh,
are
blood moons
worse
are gonna get a whole
versions.
lot worse.
oh, I figured. I'm literally just but I also figured
I
that
was
at
actually
some point.
referring to the solar eclipse, but yeah,
Oh.
that too.
But I mean, I
Everything
figure
gets
there's also
worse.
going to be a point where it's going to be like, hey, let's just do a blood moon so we can grind up some stuff.
That's pretty much what blood moons are going to be good for after a certain point, specifically certain blood moon fishing.
I mean, especially considering I'm pretty sure I've gotten like 10 bloody tears today during this blood moon.
I just got one. Let me actually look up something real quick.
Well, I've gotten 3. I was definitely over exaggerating, but
Let's see.
it actually puts us close to a total of 10. So we have 5 in a chest somewhere.
Neptune Shell, Terraria. Hard mode. Fudge.
Yep.
Well, that explains that.
How much longer we got on the blood moon anyways?
It's 4:14. It's about to end.
Yeah. 420. You should have expected that. If you said it was somewhere around 4 and it hasn't been 4:30 yet, someone was going to quickly say it.
Oh, it's over.
Yep. Do you want another one?
No. No. Not right now. Like, I came up to... guys?
Yeah?
What's with this extra platform that's growing a whole bunch of flowers to the left of the house?
That's me. That's me.
Why?
I'm farming herbs. These are planter boxes.
Oh. Okay.
After a while, these flowers will start to turn into the respective herb. For waterleaf, daybloom, blinkroot, I believe, and
Which
deathweed.
is useful for... Okay. I just didn't know because I didn't notice them during the blood moon and I don't remember you putting them up.
It's because you were, I think, down in the elevator, in the shaft, whenever we did it.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
So how much...
Bad song.
What's on? What?
Just bad song.
Bad song?
Yeah.
Oh. You got music going on?
No.
Oh, blinkroot.
I'm saying, for some reason, you remind me of a song. I don't want to say.
Okay. Mudfish is the current quest. Slime Rain. Interesting.
We just got done with the blood moon.
Well, Slime Rain is bad.
Slime Rain's at least workable.
Yeah. At least we don't have to worry about stuff breaking into the house and killing people.
Yeah.
Lava cart away.
Oh, you're minecarting?
I'm trying to get to a specific place.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm guessing it was Jacob, but why is there a bunch of molten armor all over the house?
Okay, that is in one specific spot, and yes, that was me.
I said all over the house because I didn't know where I picked it up. Okay, well, it's in the chest now. I end up
Yeah,
with
it's,
so much extra
originally I was
shit.
using molten armor, but for the defense. But if I'm going ranged, I was gonna use the necro armor. Which I have one piece of it right now, but I need more cobwebs.
What in the world? Oh, this is underground desert right here.
Oh, that's the spot. Why is there a
Chester's arrow.
I'm in magic weapons? Why is there a mini shark in the magic weapons?
I don't know.
Sorry, I saw that our chests are kind of all over the place, so I am trying to fix. I'm trying to get it
Oh,
kind of
fudge.
sorted.
Lost an emerald.
What the? Well, we don't need that, so I'm not gonna mine it.
Good.
That's some interesting
Um,
music.
you know that I traveled around this like map a lot, right?
Obviously, yes.
I just realized I literally missed a heart crystal. Ah, that's lava.
After we, I think we're all maxed at the moment,
Yeah,
right?
we
Yes,
are
we
all
are.
maxed
At
for
least
pretty
until
hard
hard
mode.
mode.
Well, until Plantera.
Uh,
I think you can actually get life fruit pre-Plantera, but they're
But
hard to find.
yeah, and also, do you really want to go into the jungle?
In hard mode, not particularly. I'm picking up chests for the chest. Don't worry.
fuck you. Worst part is that one I can't be mad about. Because you are actually being productive, because eventually we will probably expand the storage system again, because it's already filling up.
What are you trying to show me?
Oh
Aside from the crap. Oh, there's another one.
I love it. I love it.
I hate you.
Ah, it's hilarious.
Let's see. There's...
Cobwebs.
Hat, bee hats, because... Okay, explain to me again why we have so many just random equipable cosmetic stuff. Why
Because
we're
they
keeping
drop
it.
randomly from monsters and whatnot.
Well, I'm asking why are we keeping them?
Fudge.
Because sometimes we want to look nice, or at the very least, I want to look nice.
Okay. Well,
In certain things that, like, unless it specifically says vanity, there are certain things that can be that may have a set bonus if you, even if it doesn't say it outright.
Oh, gold portal.
That's 133. I think I'll need at least a little bit more. I forgot how many gold chests are around here.
Would you mind picking a few up for the chest?
I have no space. I came here looking for cobwebs because I remember seeing some cobwebs. So that's what I did.
Shark.
Where am I at? 134.
Alright, it's with the kite.
Alright. Ooh, sturdy fossil.
So, I'm guessing it's still, yeah. So, how are you doing today? Sun Angel.
Nope, that's 10.
Oh, that's a trap. And that was a worm.
Ugh.
And that's a black slime.
Yes, it's a black slime. I didn't even realize my health was getting so low.
This will be enough for now, to be honest.
Oh, all the slimes. I
Yes,
can
because
just shoot my
until right now,
flame
I
out.
haven't killed any of them. Game, would you stop rearranging my freaking piggy bank, please?
All right,
It's set up that way.
I got the full necro set.
Got the full
Cool.
necro set. Sweet. Okay, so what? The last thing we were going to do is expanding the bridge, correct? Shadow, how much progress did you make on that before you got
Not
killed?
very.
Okay, well, I'm sure it'll be
I
easier
kept-
if there are multiple of us down there.
King slime, hello.
Oh, great. You know what?
This will be easy, don't worry.
It's more of a nuisance than anything. I don't even care if I die. Honestly.
You probably won't.
I know I probably won't, but like I
I
was
almost
not.
got hit.
Hey, at least I got some more healing potions, but I just finished putting stuff up. Like literally, I just got done. That's why I was annoyed.
2 chests for the chest.
Can we stop?
Aw.
Just why? Why? Why did I agree to this?
Agree to what? Having a
This.
chest?
No, this.
Terraria.
Oh. Because you wanted to suffer.
If I thought it would be fun, there's the crash.
Yep, there's the crash. We knew
Yeah.
it was coming.
Happens once a stream.
No, it
Yeah.
didn't happen last stream. I don't think it did.
Not sure.
Didn't. Anyways. Yeah, give me just a second. Figure our back screen. Sorry, I saw a bunch of notifications on Discord and I was checking those off.
Any troll guides?
Oh, it does.
Yes.
I went ahead and put
Like
the
literally
desktop
some of the
audio so that way
titles. How
people
to
could hear us.
dig has a picture of a guy holding a gun. Another one is just how to. And then another one is how to get rid of back pain. All the troll guides for Terraria.
Well, it's better than Dark Souls guides.
I could see that.
Well, no. Like usually, if you ask someone like how do you beat Dark Souls, or like I'm having trouble with this boss, how do I like? Is there an easy way to beat it? It's just most people will reply with the get good.
Yeah. Which I mean, if you think about
Or
it, not
good to jump
entirely
back in.
wrong. Okay.
Happens once a stream.
Yep.
I'm
Time
not.
to turn on
I'm
my
not happy
blocker
it
for the
does.
Steam password. Ah, fudge. I gotta turn on my blocker for the stream password.
Yep. I was still on OBS. Sorry.
If you ever defeat any giant robots, a steampunker might move into your world. Yes.
I think you have to beat all 3 of them.
No, I don't.
No. It
Incorrect
reverted my
password made.
inventory, so I didn't even get to keep the king slime shit.
Like it really mattered.
No, it doesn't, but it would be so much easier to reorganize that than this mess.
Grab some stone and we can go and come down here so we can continue the bridge.
I'll go down and help, but I have no inventory to help. Audio went weird. Oh,
There we
sorry.
go.
I have 2 audio sources for the desktop because the desktop is sometimes freaks out. and
Telecounter.
it didn't keep it muted when I switched. Yeah,
Thanks,
or I
Jacob.
had the wrong one muted. At least say part of the work I did.
Telecounter, life form analyzer, and radar. Ah, yes, I can do that.
Is that better?
Rec 3000.
Well, we ended up with some duplication going on. Because stuff which may or may not fix itself. Yay.
Metal detector. Does anyone have a metal detector?
Nope.
Definitely not.
Darn it. What about a depth meter?
No.
Crap.
Nope. Here's the first free chest. Okay. Okay, I'm already. Oh, because of a stupid dupe glitch.
Why do I have 2 royal gels?
I don't know. You may have the stuff that I. No,
No,
the
you picked up my
equipables
stuff.
chest is full. Go to the one right next to the right of sellables. That's going to be kind of our dump chest for equipables and vanity items. Because I need to.
Yeah, you can sell a bunch of the shackles.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to take the time to do that right now. Where did we keep the stars typically?
I don't
Do
remember.
we have miscellaneous somewhere? I'm gonna put it in this unnamed chest. I think that was supposed to be our miscellaneous. Okay, so what all do I have in my inventory? Okay. At least I didn't lose the B-nades. That would have been bad. God, can you... Zoologist? Okay. Okay, so... one, red team, two... Have y'all, Jacob, are you down there in
Yeah,
hell? Okay. Do you need more building blocks or?
I will. I'm just grabbing some ash blocks to kind of fill in the blanks for the moment.
Okay. I'm bringing down a stack of stone blocks. Whee.
Oh,
What?
check this out. We totally missed out on something.
Yeah, I just got a ferry. Where do you want me to go? Okay.
Honeyed goggles.
Nope. God damn it.
I just got a really cool mount.
If it's a beam mount, I think I already got it at one point.
Yeah, it is the V mount, but it looks like this is infinite flight.
Well, I found one of y'all's
Okay, it's not infinite, but I did just fly to the top of the world.
yeah, so I just found a chest that we had left behind somewhere. That a fairy had decided, hey, y'all haven't collected the stuff out of it. There's stuff in this chest, so y'all need it. We didn't need it. but I grabbed it anyways, so I could grab the chest.
Okay, that sucked.
Sky House.
Okay, there we go. I'm getting the fuck out of here so I can actually go down and help. And maybe stop dying. And maybe stop getting attacked by random shit. I'm gonna save right here.
Okay, so maybe the first infinite flight mount is the cosmic car key.
Cosmic car key. Okay.
Yeah, that's another hard mode thing. Think Goblin Invasion, but worse. Much worse.
Oh god. And Goblin Invasion wasn't terrible, it was just complicated more than anything. Okay, over to the
Well,
left.
That's not complicated. I will.
Well, I
say
mean,
this.
I'm talking about the guys getting stuck in the bottom of the freaking. Up, I was really trying to not end up killing this dude on the space I'm on. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going, going. Oh crap! That thing came out of the sky. Hey, local.
Dang, harpies followed me all the way down to the ground.
I think this is good.
Think we're good?
Yeah, I mean, I got a bit further, but you have grenades and I have guns, basically.
Yeah.
Guns and grenades.
There's also the fact that you technically need to be the closest, so you having your molten armor is still a good option.
Yep. It's going good. We're still trying to get to the last pre-hard mode boss.
Well, we're still trying to beat the last pre-hard mode boss.
Well, yeah. That's what I meant. It isn't what I said, but that's what I meant. Well, this is a hole I'm definitely gonna fall into.
That's not a hole. Oh, that. Okay, yeah, that was supposed to be so I can get some materials. You can fill that in.
Yeah. So I take it the end's actually somewhere over here.
A little. Yeah, it's a little bit further to the.
Actually, you know what? It may be better. I was about to say, can you go on top and take care of that? Because I can't get up that high. Hey, 800. Holy crap. That's a lot of Hellbats. Okay, I see why you're stopping here, because that's we're about to run into the same thing that we ran into on the other side.
Well, I stopped because I was dying too much.
No,
and it
no, I
became too
stopped.
difficult to
No,
continue.
I'm talking about where we're currently sitting.
Oh,
Yeah, like I continued where you left off.
yeah. Where's
Up.
armor?
I jumped straight into that.
Armors. Here we are.
Okay. So yeah,
I think that's good enough.
I'm gonna go grab the.
I got two guide dolls have already dropped for me, so I have some to start.
Oh no, I was gonna move the campfire closer to the other end so we can have our little regen spot before where we start.
Okay.
I just figured might as well, right?
True.
Okay, I think. Right
We need a
here
banner's
should cover the
chest
whole
too.
thing.
What was that?
We need a
Okay.
banner's chest.
What chest?
Banners.
A banner's chest? I
Well,
like
yeah.
having the banners all over the house.
Well, we're gonna run out of space to place them.
Oh, I know. The one under the chest, if there's nothing in there, just put it there. Remove that
Yeah,
stuff
well, I
somewhere
mean-
else.
That's the summoning chest.
Oh. Okay, then next to the chest. Just
Alrighty.
one of those last four.
I found an empty chest that I
Okay.
put it in. You can redo it later.
Yeah, I most likely will, since
I'm on my way down.
probably once we hit hard mode, I'll redo the chest again, but I'm probably gonna make it like 4 layers deep. Just so we have a, and it may be like 1 layer, and then we end up with, let's see, we'll have like 1 layer or 2, and I'll just keep doing layers of 2. Is that wormhole?
yeah, just so you can have a couple if you die.
Metal detectors are dropped by the nymph.
Well, let's not worry about that right now.
Sorry.
I mean, I could be an ass, but I'm not gonna be that much of an ass with local here, because the only people that would get the joke would be myself, you, and Sun Angel. Because it's relation to last night. I was thinking of making it funny, but there's a level of assholery even I am not gonna commit to.
Really?
Yes. No, there is a point where I recognize that there's such a thing as being too much of an asshole.
I know. I was trying to joke around playing.
Katana,
Oh,
you
I
almost
know.
died.
No, I was carrying on with it.
Katana, you're almost dead.
Oh shit. I didn't realize I was almost
Pay
dead.
attention and make a safe spot, please.
I didn't realize we were doing that. What? Wait,
You
where
think
the
32 mana
freaking
potions are enough?
I thought we were just grinding. Shit. I can't see. Shadow. Get in the
Butterfly.
there.
No, I can't do anything.
Yes, but we're trying to reach it. We're getting those.
There.
There we go.
The pre-boss group huddle. So, quick question. Do most games of Terraria essentially just evolve into a series of interconnected boss arenas and bases?
Wait, what?
Do most games of Terraria, by the time you finish a world, just end up being a series of boss arenas and bases?
Yeah. Well, there goes the fireplace because of the lava.
I was wondering why it broke earlier. Let me let it finish draining and I'll grab it and put it in here.
I mean, we're healed, so we could technically start.
Ah, true.
Get me out of there.
Okay. Shut up.
Shadow, get back over here.
Hold on, let me switch the...
I was catching bugs.
Okay.
Shadow, get... Stop.
Shadow, get with the group. Okay, go for it.
Okay, give me a second. I'm swapping over ammo.
Hold up, there's lava.
For Pete's sake!
Flame the lava slimes.
Just so Satana, just continuously throw B-nades.
Oh, I know. I was waiting
You
until I
don't-
at least saw it on screen first.
You do have the the trinket equipped, right?
Oh, do I? Yes, I do.
Okay. Just keep throwing them. You don't worry about them not hitting.
Okay. Come on. There we go. Just having trouble with building momentum. You know, one hard part about this boss with Shadow's current loadout of
The
spells.
clothier has arrived.
Finally.
Lovely timing. Is I can sometimes not see his lasers due to Shadow spells.
Yeah, he's getting fast. Yeah, just continuously like jump, sprint, fucking demon.
Yeah, I can't. I keep getting slowed down because every time I build up speed.
We're good.
Whoa!
Oh, we got him.
Yeah,
Holy!
B-nades are broken.
I had
Wait,
7 left.
Yeah, still broken.
Oh
Ancient spirits of
wow!
light and dark have been released.
Yay! I am about to die.
Did you get your bag at least?
I can't. I can't get up there.
Launch. Fucking
Oh,
grappling hook.
fucking. If I can get
Come
it
on,
going in the
Hammer.
right. There we go. Okay.
Okay, now
I
you
have
can
it.
bag.
Heart.
Asshole. I ain't dying.
Ranger emblem. Lightbreaker blade.
Oh yeah, each of us get an emblem, which is random. So good luck on getting what you want.
I have a ranger emblem.
Summoner emblem.
Demon heart.
I
Permanent.
got the firecracker too.
I got range damage.
Oh yeah, eat the demon heart.
Yay! So I can finally have basically what I needed.
I got both of the things I wanted, even though I didn't even know there was a flip.
Tortured soul. Hard mode. I've missed you. But I also hate you in the early.
Look. Staff, okay. So,
This is.
Have we all just teleported back up to the top?
Yes, I did. No, I did immediately because I was about to die. Like once I
you
had
did as soon
the.
as you got your bag, at least.
Yeah, no, I have my bag.
Open your bag.
I already have.
Oh,
I got the
what'd you
ranger
get?
emblem and I got a sharp
Ooh.
firecracker, which is summon
Oh.
damage.
That may be better for like
was
I
about
have a
to say,
basic firecracker.
Jake.
Toss me the sharp one.
I was about to say, I think that one would be better for you, anyways.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just in comparison, the base firecracker only gives me 61 summon damage. Sharp gives me 71.
We are in hard mode, people.
So
Yes, I'm aware. I just got the achievement, actually.
So the map may have changed a bit. So I think somewhere to the right is going to be hollowed ground.
Well, I'm checking.
Well, you're going
In-
left, so I'm definitely going
I'm
right.
checking to the left.
I
I'm
saw-
in the crimson right now.
Oh yeah, and things are going to spread very quickly.
So now's when we need to be talking to the druid about maintaining decent
No.
area.
Yeah.
I ignore
Yep.
the druid pretty much.
Well, I mean, you could, at the very least, you can at least now start getting rid of the crimson.
I probably wouldn't get rid of it. I would probably just say,
No, she wants it. Okay, so we got our. Yep, to the right is hollowed.
"Be gone, evil." Archelarum. What
Orcalum.
just happened? Did one of you just find the hollow then? Is that what that
Yeah.
achievement was?
Well, no, that was blessing the world.
Oh.
The weapon that you got called the Pwn Hammer, you can break the demon altars.
Oh, okay.
whenever you break a demon altar, it will bless the world with a specific ore. Um, going from like tier 1 to tier 3. So it'll be like tier 1 ore, tier 2 ore, tier 3 ore, and then it'll reset.
Just creating more of the same cycle.
Yep.
There,
And
there's our 3
adamantine.
tiers.
Tight.
Adamantine, adamantite. Pinky! Pinky's dead.
I guess my flesh grinder ain't really useful anymore.
Yeah, the Pwn Hammer is a hammer, so...
Yeah, I got a zealous one, so...
I just got a regular one.
I got a regular one. So, wait, what did... Okay, Shadow, what did you get from the Wall of Flesh anyway?
Ranger emblem and a Lightbreaker blade.
Wouldn't that... why don't you hand the Lightbreaker... Isn't the Lightbreaker blade good for Zatanna?
44 melee damage, 4% crit strike, fast speed, strong knockback, deals more damage to undamaged enemies, and it's plus 14% speed, minus 10% knockback.
That would be good for me in place of the Muramasa, yeah. Yeah, because with me it does 51%.
I think the clothier took over the guide
melee.
spot.
What was that?
Yeah, the clothier took over the guide spot.
Oh. Which means we need to have another place.
Yeah, well, we're gonna need more anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down to mess with spiders. Oh no, I need to go to the left a bit. I need to go into the ice area if I want to actually mess with spiders.
There's so many voodoo dolls.
Well, you can fight Wall of Flesh more.
Yeah, which is gonna be for you guys, because I think I got the 2 things I wanted.
Well, I say funny. We get slightly stronger gear before we try and grind out what we... Well...
Hey, granted. I have an idea. Let's see if he has it now.
Who?
Which doctor?
Oh, the wings?
Yes, leaf wings.
I'm not going to focus on that. I'm more likely going to be grinding wyverns soon enough.
So, Hallow's to the right?
Yep, Hallowed is to the right. It's right past the desert.
Hey.
I already got some pixie dust on me. I have 8, but you know.
Hey, now we can start getting Souls of Flight and making better wings.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed 8 of those. So, yeah, Toxic Sludge. Ugh.
Angry Megaphone. Immunity to silence.
Oh, I found some cobalt.
Cool.
Sweet.
Pick up as much as you can.
If I can
the Hallow's
pick it
so
up.
small.
Okay, I can't pick it up. It's gonna spread out soon enough.
I know. Also, interesting tidbit. NPCs can live in the Hallow.
Yeah.
Yes. Because the nurse prefers it.
Yeah.
Fast clock.
What's funny about it is that if you say that, but I think one of my first few Terraria runs, the Hollowed spawned on my house, so.
Okay, fair.
Okay, so let's.
It was a pain in the ass because of the unicorns, but still.
Unicorns.
Yeah. Unicorns
there are now mummies in the desert.
Yeah. There's a bunch of new mobs. Mummies in the desert, the hollowed area, there's toxic sludge, there's phantoms. There's
Minecraft phantoms?
No.
I figured
armored
as much.
Like possessed ghost armored. Possessed armored armor. Phantoms is what
Phantom Hourglass phantoms.
Yeah, actually. They're not called phantoms, they're called possessed armors, but I called them phantoms anyway.
Did the terrain change? No, it didn't.
Ooh, ice cream.
So this is what the hollow looks like. I was expecting something completely different.
Well, it also
It's actually
spreads
pretty-
underground, so there is hollowed underground, similar to how there was hollowed. It's similar to how there's crimson underground.
Yeah. I'm just kind of exploring because I don't know what to.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, skeleton archers once you get deep enough. That's right. Ugh, that's not
Hey
good.
Jacob,
What?
Oh, found a unicorn.
what's your favorite mechanical boss?
None of them.
How's like? Do we have to do anything else before we do them, or is it just find them?
It's
No, they spawn
no, it's not
randomly like
finding
I
them,
have
it's,
Cthulhu.
Oh,
it's basically summon them.
okay.
I mean, they can spawn like I have Cthulhu.
600 damage, Jesus. 600 health, not damage.
Well,
It was the giant bulbs, giant mushroom bulbs.
I'm gonna try digging further underground right now, but interesting.
let's see.
The water was purple.
That's 700. That's 700 health. That's 700 health. That's 700 health.
What is it?
Spiders.
Oh,
The black recluse. 700 health.
sounds fun. What it?
Can someone come up with 63 gold?
Not at the moment. I'm currently surrounded by pixies.
I'm currently surrounded by dead.
Hey, Jacob, you can get the pygmy necklace now.
That was something I could get pre-hard mode.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Sorry, I don't do summoner.
I don't summon.
Seriously though, Satana, you in particular, I think would find use in the leaf wings. Because it's a great increase to your mobility and it negates fall damage.
Okay, is that what you were talking about with the gold?
Yeah, 63 gold, you can buy a pair of leaf wings from the witch doctor at night.
Oh god.
Do you have enough or do you need some help?
I do. I'm trying to think of what I. Let's
If you
see
have a
what
lucky
version-
horseshoe
I
equipped, just swap it.
Yeah.
Because wings always outweigh lucky horseshoe, because horseshoe just stops fall damage. Leaf wings do that and increase your mobility.
True. Yay! I can finally actually jump to where you two are jumping half the time.
Yeah, I still think there should be a ceiling up whenever we do these Smash Bros.
Oh, certainly.
What do you think?
I'm happy that I can actually not have to have rope to get everywhere.
Hey, how many spider fangs should I grab? How many spider fangs should I grab?
How
As
many
many
do
as
you
you can.
need? Like, what do we need?
I don't
them
know how
for?
many I need because we don't have the guide.
What were we getting them for?
Me.
How many do you have?
23.
Maybe go till you have, like, 30, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll need.
Just to,
I don't know what you're making them for, but
it's armor.
oh, 30 would probably be a good point to at least see where you're at.
Also, Zatanna, let me warn you,
Mm-hmm.
the jungle is a dangerous place now.
Yeah. Whenever
I'm already back at the house. I heard you earlier. I'm not dumb. I just wanted to see how. I just wanted to test the wings out, so I just went to the service and I came back down. Okay, actually, let me rephrase that. I am dumb. I'm not that dumb.
Well, at least I just quick stacked my money.
Yeah.
Everything is hard now. Well, not everything, but a lot of things. The surface is actually mostly unchanged.
until it's nighttime.
That's why I said mostly.
Where the hell did I put
Alright.
stars? There they
Where's...
are.
Oh, the guide. Right. Alright. Well, I'll be back.
Holy shite!
What?
137 damage from a black recluse with my armor.
Yikes.
I pretty much fell into one because I was trying to find more because place I'm grinding doesn't want to spawn any because I destroy all the cobwebs.
Also, the sky bridge is a lot more dangerous too.
Yeah.
Wyverns.
I mean, I could have told you that part, genius. I didn't even have to go up there.
No, you have you encountered wyverns?
No, like I just said, you were talking about how everything's more dangerous, and then it's just like, oh yeah, no, the place where we constantly got murked by flying bird women.
Speaking of wyverns. Yeah, the harpies are still there. And even I'm having a hard time fighting them off as it is.
Exactly. Shadow doesn't understand context when it comes to his sentences. What did
Hold
he
up.
say? Oh, are you talking about what I was just talking about?
Oh
Sun
god!
Angel's picking on you. What is that?
It's the wyvern!
Fuck. That's a wyvern in this game?
Yeah.
What the? Why did you lead it down here?
He died to it.
Oh. Then why did it come down here?
Because we were the closest things. But luckily I know how to kite it.
I should really switch to a bow.
It's dead.
Oh, it's dead? Okay, cool.
You mean-
How many NPCs did we just lose? The merchant? Looks like that's it.
the merchant.
Oh, there's Phantom.
Yeah, that's the phantom I was talking about. Even though it's called...
Yeah,
Here, have a gun.
I already have a gun.
Sorry about that. I just got a call from one of my friends.
I should probably
He
still
was
grab it.
wondering what I was up to. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I
at the
forgot. I got a
wyvern.
unicorn horn earlier. Hern?
Yeah, can't hear me.
Hern? Harn? God damn.
Hey, you guys want to go wyvern hunting?
Not now.
After
I
that,
still need,
no.
I still need I still need my other I need a little bit more on the spider stuff. However, as an upside, I have 500 cobwebs.
Bad Sun Angel. God damn.
There's a duck. There's some fireflies.
Shadow.
What?
Out of context, this is a sentence you said earlier. Everything is hard now. That's what Sun Angel was talking about. When she said you don't understand context. That's the phrase she meant.
Okay.
And Also, Jacob, recluses mean death, whether it's in-game or IRL.
Wait, what?
The black recluse you died to. Why do we already have a kill count for the possessed armor of 6? You guys been killing
That's
them
me.
already? Okay.
I remember I had to go underground in order to find what I needed to find.
Shut up! I had it.
So many enchanted night crawlers.
Enchanted.
They're just spawning.
Okay,
now.
let's get back to what I was originally going to do, which was
Sorry.
actually making some fucking cobalt bars.
Oh, you're trying to get to your next armor thing?
No, I already have a bit of my armor. I'm trying to actually get the pick. There's a bunch of different things. For starters, aside from summoner gear, now there are different helmets, which will give you a different set bonus for hard mode stuff. So if you go for a cobalt helmet, you'll get melee damage. But if you go for mask, you'll get range damage. And if you get hat, you get mana.
I
Allows
think
for
that zombie was
specialization across
glitched.
the armor types.
Yeah. By the way, is there a way to expand the inventory itself? Or is this just what you
No,
get? Okay.
that's
This
what
is
you're
get.
stuck with. What you got.
Okay.
But hey, now that we're in hard mode, it should be easier to get a void bag.
Let's see. Here.
Void bag is
Okay.
actually.
What just happened?
He teleported away when I right threw cobalt at him.
Sorry.
That was hilarious. You might as well make yourself a you can make yourself a Naginata if you want, Satana. I only gave you 13 bars, which is not enough for a drill. I made myself a drill though.
Ooh,
Here,
Naginata.
you can take that to sell.
Thing is, well,
It's actually better than the one I had.
well, I haven't been keeping any sort of trident or anything of that range on me. It'd probably be a good idea to have extra options. I mean,
Yeah, well, the Naginata's not bad. It's a pretty large weapon. It's larger than most spears that you've gotten at this up to this point.
You said you threw cobalt at me. Where is it?
I picked it
I
up.
threw cobalt. Satana picked it up, and then I tossed you my
Oh.
pig because I made myself a cobalt pick.
Oh.
And it was still perfect timing. It was just like
I just happened to go up to talk to Jacob, and I just grabbed it right as he was talking about it. Yeah, I think, yeah.
Plantera is after mech bosses, right?
Yes, it is recommended to go to Plantera after the mech boxes.
No, I mean the bulbs don't even spawn until after. That's what I was asking.
They may spawn, but if you spawn one of those, I'm not helping. Because they break really easy. They break from pickaxes, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But
you-
I found chlorophyte.
You can't mine that until you get I think adamantite, or is it, or or you're not able to use that until after the golem.
I don't know. But I'd found some. When did our merchant die?
When you died to the Wyvern. Wyvern?
you're-
Wyvern?
Wyvern.
Motherfucker.
Wyvern.
Apparently I'm just country today.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
It
Sorry,
is when you're a city boy.
To be honest,
am not
whenever
country.
Whenever it comes to the accents, I think I'm the one who has the effectively least noticeable accent.
Yeah, that is a good point, Sun Angel. We are all from the south, so. I'm putting a campfire in the chest so I
Oh,
can
fudge
get out my
turtles.
inventory. In fact, should I go ahead and work on expanding the freaking storage
No,
area, because it's
no,
starting to
no,
get
no.
full already, and I
I
don't
will
know how much we
take-
can sell.
I will take the spiked jungle slime over freaking turtles any day.
Oh yeah,
Take that,
turtles.
sucker.
Turtles is gonna be like one of your main armors, Satana, because that's pretty much like the tank armor.
Okay.
And also the bane of my existence.
Oh, it's gonna be the bane of all of our existences because it has so much defense.
No, the turtles specifically. Like, not even the armor that they can make.
No, no, that's what I'm saying. Turtles are a pain. Period.
Yes.
Your accent comes out more when you start to get frustrated with people. Oh, and Creeper Stevie, if you're watching this back, I'm sorry I missed it, but thank you for following. I'm not sure if they're still in chat, but yeah.
Oh, I found where Shadow died at one point.
Yeah.
Found a couple cobalt.
Oh,
I put the bars in the bars chest so we have that.
oh, wizard, wizard, wizard.
You found the wizard?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. It's gonna be great for me.
Did you guys hear me
Ice
about
frog.
expanding the chest area? Like, I'm mostly just giving us extra storage. I'm not worried about organizing it right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, what the fuck? Ice elemental, ow.
We need to make more houses. I'm going to the Hallow.
To the Hallow?
Yes.
Hello there.
Hallow. Dang,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is spreading pretty quickly.
Yeah, I told you.
I mean, I know it spreads, but I underestimated by how much or how fast.
Oh, I found
I
the
think-
stylus too.
Cool. I don't know how we have the houses for all of these.
Well, our best bet's just... I mean, obviously we want to keep our main house. But having houses for all of the NPCs and their preferred areas is starting to sound kind of complicated. In fact, actually, I know it's kind of complicated because I've looked into it for my single player that I've kind of stopped playing in lieu of
The pylons
other
make
games.
it easier.
No,
Unicorn.
it's just a matter of placing who with who and what with what and stuff like that.
Alright, where am I need to go? Need to go to the right.
Like, for
a bit.
example, the arms dealer prefers the desert and the nurse prefers the hollow, but they both prefer to be in the same
There
area
is hollow
together.
desert. There is a hollow desert.
There's a hollow desert.
Yeah,
Okay.
hollow
Yeah,
can
hollow-
spread into desert.
Hallow can spread over any other biome, but it's still the original biome in addition to Hallow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unlike Crimson and Corruption, which just take over, correct?
No,
Completely.
Or do
Crimson
they do
will.
the same thing?
Crimson does this. It does the same thing.
Okay, then I just
Yeah.
missed it.
Just NPCs can't live in Crimson.
Okay, so we have to make... So... Okay, so it's hollow the light, but
Oh
like
boy.
Crimson in the light is dark.
Yeah, Crimson is dark.
So... Let's see...
Okay. Cool.
I think... It's gonna be here. There's a thunderstorm. Wait. I saw it, I have to go kill it.
What did you see?
What do you think? What do I have an obsession with killing? Go away, you land walking goldfish.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That.
unnatural. That will continue to be a thing. It will not stop.
I understand that.
By the way, Wizard likes Hallow too. So, I'm about to put the nurse and the wizard in the Hallow after I can get this house up. But this unicorn is giving me heck. Unicorn horn.
Yay, we now have two.
You're probably about to start experiencing a lot more debuffs, by the way, because pixies can give a bunch.
Ooh, armored bike.
The thing that I died to not more than 20 minutes ago.
What, pixies?
Yeah,
Yes!
he did die to pixies already.
I had like 6 of them on me, plus some weird sky jellyfish looking thing.
Fudge.
Let's see here. Torch. Torch.
Flying fish.
There's ice turtles.
Uh-oh.
Is that...
Hopefully they're not as bad, though.
No, they have like the exact same moveset. A snow
Oh.
Phoenix.
Rainbow slime.
Where'd my... My hammer keeps quick stacking, and it's bothering me.
I just have a molten ham axe, and I've been dealing with that. Okay. Let's see. Doot. Doot. There's a door. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's 9. No, it's 8.
To be honest, Sun Angel, I
Six,
actually completely forgot that you were
8,
that
9,
you had
10.
followed me here on Twitch.
Take that, pixies. You can't get me. So 5. Okay.
Actually, you know what? Let's see here. See another one.
Door. Oh, right.
By the way, what time do you need to leave, Shadow?
I've got to go at 1:30 at the latest. No, 1 roughly,
Okay.
because I've got work at 2.
Yeah. Wait, since it gives us about another 45 minutes, you want to start winding down around noon just to play it safe? You know, start finding a stopping point in what we're doing. Do our Smash Brothers just so that way we know for sure we'll be done by 1.
Holy crap, the pixies are gathering in hordes.
As long as they don't start starting business conglomerates.
Why? I don't get that joke.
Jacob, please tell me you get it. Either Jacob or Sun Angel, please tell me one of you get it.
I don't, not really. I'm sorry.
Children's cartoon.
The
Oh,
children's-
Nickelodeon. Main characters were a kid with fairies.
Fairly Odd
Oh,
Parents or something.
Yeah,
never
the
watched
pixie
that one.
characters.
Fairly. Yeah,
I never watched that.
yeah. It's been forever since I thought of it. So
Okay, so why are we? Okay, why are we talking about Smash Brothers? Because listen, we all know you would kill me at very least. Sun Angel is scary on Smash Brothers, man. Let's see, do
I need
what do you need?
where'd you put the bars?
It should be in the bars chest.
Unless he made something. Unless someone made something.
Did I put him in the room?
No, they're there. It's just that 10 are missing. So someone made something.
I made a Nagata.
Yeah, I should have told you to wait until we actually made an anvil.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Hey, Shadow, haven't you found some cobalt?
I found a couple, yes. But right now I'm
Oh.
trying to fight off a
Oh,
gastropod.
really? Okay, so who constantly kicks everyone's ass in our group? Who? Like, if we were playing one-on-one matches, who consistently wins? Sun Angel.
Actually, I'm gonna put the wizard here.
I was thinking that if I were to actually play, I more likely would be at least a contender for it. If I was actually playing serious.
You and
Yes.
okay, fair. But to my knowledge, he's also the only one that plays plays fighting games semi-consistently. Like, he plays a lot of different fighting games. So... But seriously, everyone freaks out when you start playing certain characters, so... Namely the DLC characters. She is... You're scary to me because I'm the worst in the group, okay?
Hey, Satana, I need to get into basic blocks.
Well, let me put away some of the blocks I currently have. Let me finish. Okay, there we go. Cool. You can get out. You can get in for a moment.
Okay, I need wood. Crap, there's no standard wood in here.
Yeah, I was about to say we use a lot of that. We have used a lot of that. Yeah, I just need a crafting table.
Well,
There.
werewolf.
Did I just pick up a pink gel?
There we go.
Kazuya? Oh, great. Ain't that the new DLC one?
Yeah,
Yep.
he's the Tekken representative.
Yep. Apparently, Sun Angel just got him recently, and yeah. Also,
Kazuya
Link
Leech.
refuses to face the correct direction, the direction I want him to face. And
Oh,
like,
that's
it's so consistent, I'm not even sure if it's me anymore. Let me put it that way. Like, I'm not even sure it's my fault anymore. Because you would think, like, even if I'm bad at the game, you would think I'd be able to get it right. Maybe 1 out of every 3 or 4 tries, or at least 1 out of 10. No, no.
Meteorite's coming.
Meteorite's coming.
Why is there a meteorite coming?
I see it falling in the background.
I said why, not how.
I don't know. I don't know why it's coming. Alright. So, nurse, come over here.
Oh, and by the
Okay.
way, as further evidence as to why I say I would probably be the base builder in any game of Minecraft, I have literally decided to devote my time into making our storage area look nice. Instead of exploring the world, I am doing this. Alright. I think this is
Oh,
where
well,
I'm
you
going
came rather quickly.
Phrasing.
Brazier.
Look, you're the one who took it that way. Who does the wizard like? I'm trying to get the Hallow Pylon.
That I do not know.
Oh, right, Tavern Keep likes Hallow.
Tim.
You got Tim?
Who's Tim again?
Oh, he's gonna die from lava.
Okay.
Sometimes the input doesn't go. Oh, okay. Yeah, apparently I wasn't the only one, because apparently Sun Angel took it the same way. Shadow.
Okay. Let's see here. Get another table, chair, door.
I only meant to make 200, but you know what? That works too.
Okay. Darn it. Oh. By the way, whatever you do, don't kill a lacewing butterfly.
Yeah, don't.
I take it you either just made that mistake, or you almost did.
No, just warning
it's
you.
a warning.
Okay.
It is
why?
definitely a warning.
Do you want to find out?
I don't want to find out. I would just like to hear an explanation.
I think it should, I
should
think
we
it's
tell
better
him?
to show. I think it's better to show than tell.
Hold
Okay,
on,
yeah.
let me finish placing these chests.
Well, I haven't found one, thank goodness, but just giving you the heads up.
Do you get like mega poisoned or something?
No.
It's worse.
It's much worse.
Is it Minecraft nausea worse, or
I don't know what he's talking about with that one, but I know it's very bad.
Nausea is a pain in the ass. I will say that. But
I'll let you be the judge of whether or not it's worse.
yeah, I can be the judge of it.
Well, I mean, so could I because I've had the nausea effect in Minecraft before. It's not fun. By the way, we have officially run out of placeable chests. I have emptied the chest.
I have
Oh,
5
and I
imps.
said something about Smash Bros. Because I thought you
And
were
there goes the
mentioning
Tavern King.
A gastropod got into the house.
it. Yay.
I don't know how he keeps doing that.
Oh. Okay, yeah, no, the Smash Bros. Thing. Okay. Sorry, Sun H, I forgot we haven't explained this to you. So the Smash Bros. Thing is a end of the stream kind of fight between the three of us in game here. That the winning thing is, why is there King Slime Mass in the ASV chest?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Anyways, basically when one of us is too much of an ass, we have to pay into this chest here, and at the end of the stream, we fight. Whoever we determine to be the winner,
We almost
gets
lost the
the
lizard
money.
too.
So whoever we determine to be the winner gets the money, and whoever the second place winner gets like a small portion of it, like a quarter or a third,
It's Mario
depending on what's
Party.
easier.
It's basically Mario Party style. So it's
Yeah.
going to be one person gets 2/3, second place gets 1/3, and then third and fourth, if there is a fourth,
Well,
is nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe a pity coin.
Yeah, if there was like, in order to make it like a solid third, they had to leave like a few extra copper. The third place gets that few extra copper. But typically the way it goes is if there is a draw of any sort, basically you end up in a stalemate where you're just running around, you will end up, um, we will just call it a draw, and then nobody gets the money and it just bills for the next stream and so on and so forth.
Where's the clothier on the list? Didn't we have a clothier at one point?
Yes,
A
he is
clothier?
in the
Yeah.
plains. His name's Benjamin.
Okay, I'm just trying to find him in the thing. Filters. NPC.
Is it bad that I think that just by expanding it and actually cleaning up the way it looks, it actually looks better? Storage area. Actually makes like the whole house look better.
I found where I found the clothier's place. I'm gonna right click it.
Oh, I must not have interacted with him. That's why I'm having a hard time locating him.
Yeah, I forcibly moved the guide to this house because for some reason the guide spawned, but he didn't.
He didn't spawn where he was supposed to be.
He spawned in the cavern.
That's because
and
there's
the
a
nurse
vacant
is there
house
too.
there. It's because there's a vacant house in the cavern whenever I move the tavern keep. Right now I'm just trying to figure out how in the world I can get the Hallow Pylon. Who does the wizard like?
More likely another person who's wizard-like, so maybe the clothier.
I was about to say, I'm sure we could just look it up.
Let's see. There we go.
There we go.
Clothier likes underground for some reason.
Wait, why'd you say no again? Oh, to me explaining it to you. Sorry.
So if you want, you can go ahead and move the clothier to the cavern house. Let's see. Clothier. Or, sorry, wizard.
Is there an open space in the cavern house right now?
I believe so. Just move whoever's taking the tavern keep's house away.
Well, the nurse is down here, even though her house is... Yeah, her house already been moved. So I placed him where the nurse is.
Okay, likes the
Going to.
golfer. I don't know why, but the wizard likes the golfer. So, you come here. Move you. There we go. Hallow pylon. Alright, and the golfer can go away.
About the house storage.
Yeah. Not enough villagers near the current pylon. Okay.
Oh, was it not? Oh.
Oh, yay. Maybe we can start to set up a string of those in the Hallow, so that way maybe we don't die to pixies as often. Or I don't die to pixies as often.
Pixies are simple. They're not hard to beat, just at least for me.
Well, I'm moving around
Platform.
away from the main house, so maybe some of them will start resetting. I know Jacob's still close to the underground. Hey, we got a new tavern keep. Hey, Shadow, do you still need wood?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'll leave it alone for now.
Alright, so the wizard is alone in the Hallow, but tomorrow, or next in-game day, we'll be able to... Oh wow, the Hallow is spread into the desert.
Oh,
Yeah.
already?
Or it's gotten
Yeah, it's getting pretty
really
close. Like,
It's underground at least.
it's like 20 feet on the surface. It's like 20 feet away from the desert.
Yeah.
By the way, if it reaches the desert house, will the desert pylon turn into a hollow pylon?
No.
No.
Okay.
It still functions as desert, so the pylon will still work normally.
Okay.
Holy crap, that's a lot of chests. You really have emptied the chest.
Yep. I
Uh,
also did my best to make the storage look nice because while I was okay with the dirt wall and dirt floor for a while, it kind of started getting on my nerves. I figured while I was expanding it, might as well improve it. So yeah, yeah, I think this is the first time that we've needed more chests since like the beginning of this playthrough. Which is fitting that we're getting to this point on the last stream of the summer. So, well,
Alright,
summer
snow.
vacation. See.
Golfer likes surface. Who else likes snow?
I thought the tavern keep likes snow.
Tavern keeps likes Hallow.
Oh. Okay. No, you find him in the snow, isn't it? Isn't that what it is?
No, he just drops randomly every now and then.
And who is it that likes snow? Because every time I found the
Mechanic
tavern
likes
keep,
snow.
it's been snow related.
Mechanic likes snow.
Mechanic.
But I'm trying to find out who else likes snow.
Well, okay, I shouldn't do this while I'm out in the open. Let me get back in the house and I'll pull the page up. So I
It's
had to
fine.
save somewhere.
We have our pylon, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, we have the pylon for the snow area?
Yeah, we do. I was just trying to consolidate NPCs in their respective biomes. I think Steampunker might actually like Hallow.
Steampunker liked desert last time I checked. Anyways.
It's fixed to
But
say, like,
before I really start talking out my ass, let me pick it up.
Alright. Waiting for
Ridiculous.
wyverns. It's gonna be a tough
Okay,
fight.
forest surface is guide, merchant, zoologist, and golfer. Snow is cyborg, tax collector, and mechanic. Desert is arms dealer, dye trader, steampunker. Jungle is dryad, painter, witch doctor, ocean angler, stylist, pirate. Mushroom surface is truffle, underground, goblin tinker, demolitionist, clothier. Hollow is nurse, wizard, party girl, and tavern keep. So the party girl actually likes to be over there in the hollow.
Hey, do we need a truffle worm to attract the truffle? Or can we just make a house in mushroom biome?
Truffle was weird. Hold up. Because I know I actually looked into that because I'm like, what in the world is truffle?
I know truffle is a hard mode boss, so if you've never beaten Wall of Flesh before, and unless you just looked into it,
I looked into it
but
a little bit.
gotcha.
Let's see. Oh, and
Waiting
the
to get a
truffle
magic
really
mirror.
likes the guide and absolutely hates the witch doctor.
Yeah, makes sense. By the way, how you like them wings?
It's a lot easier to get around.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, empty bullet.
Let's see. Okay.
Ooh, golden butterfly.
You were asking how to get truffle. Hold up. While I'm doing this, might as well do it.
I just want to get as many. I just want to go ahead and start getting NPCs since now that,
Yeah.
especially now that we can.
Yeah. Hard
Ocean,
mode, NPC
Ocean,
vendor.
Jacob.
What?
Uh, can I borrow your magic conch?
Oh, give me a second. I'm trying to do
Okay.
something.
Must To get the truffle to move in, there must be a vacant house in or near the surface glowing mushroom biome. Um, Surface glowing mushroom biomes must be created manually by a player. It
What?
does not generate naturally. To create a glowing mushroom biome, 100 blocks of mushroom grass and mushroom plants are required. When threatened, okay, yeah. When threatened by enemies, blah blah blah. So basically, we have to build a biome and then build a house in said biome.
Yep. Thankfully, though, this I don't think is going to be very difficult to build.
No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome.
It's just a matter of getting the blocks, really.
Like, I think mushroom grass will
Sure you
start
can ask
growing
one,
naturally if
sorry.
you have the.
Oh, yeah,
I
it
think
should
mushroom.
spread naturally, but it's a matter of, I think you may have to get the grass itself. I don't know how the
No, like
mechanics in this game work.
get like glowing mushrooms and place them. Yeah, it can
so
be placed.
yeah, so it's a matter of finding out where we want to build it. Anyways, yeah, sure, Sun Angel, you can ask a question. Sorry, I had the Google search was covering up OBS, which is where my chat is. Oh, so actually,
Is it
since I
just
have
me, or do the torches have a weird trail behind them?
what could be done about an AC unit? Ooh, typically, okay. Typically, an AC unit leaking
I
water
have a
just means that
bad
there's
feeling about this.
condensation in the
Condensation,
system.
yeah.
Huh?
This is a window unit, correct? I actually have a little bit of experience with this because I've had to haul those AC units like up and down dorm complexes. Um, I'll tell that story in a minute. Oh no, this is a full-on. Oh no, call a HVAC mechanic. I can't help too much with that. But the best thing to do for now, it is condensation in the system. It is still the same thing, but I can't help as much with that one. AC unit that's leaking water. It's typically condensation or it's whatever is being used. So it may not be just water. That's the thing. If there's any sort of coolant within the AC system that's just diluted by water, it may be an issue. Um, but I don't know what AC system you'll have. So I would suggest you call someone, but for now, the best thing to do would be turn off your AC for a little bit. Let it just clean up the water. Oh wow, that's not good. Under the, how is it under the tile? Like I understand how it gets in the carpet. How is it under the tile? That's really not good.
Satana, do you have a money trough?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I think we all do.
okay. I was just wondering if
I
you had
don't
one
use
because
it
I had
very
a
often,
spare.
but I do have it. I do keep it on me. Yeah, that's a whole to do if you're dealing with it to that extent, Sun Angel. Um, yeah, that is definitely something. Call a mechanic and then call a contractor to,
That's a Lamia.
because you need to clean up that water as quickly as possible. Because that can cause serious damage to the house if it stays there too long.
Satana, walk away. The clothier needs to move into his house.
That was the purpose of me walking away earlier. I needed to come back to the house because I was looking something up. Whee!
Alright, he moved.
God damn it. I was going on an adventure, man.
There was a floating bunny. Not even joking, that bunny was flying. I know what I saw, it's on stream.
It's on your stream, not on mine.
Oh, that sucked.
I need to borrow your magic conch so I can make an ocean house, Jacob.
Could you get me some, like, did you see any adamantite or whatever the hell the tier 2?
I haven't been underground in a minute.
Okay, adamantite,
Or orichalcum, sorry.
orichalcum.
Yeah, it's pink ore.
There's no way to clean it up. Yeah. My best advice is try and get someone who knows what they're doing in there. I'm not as familiar with it. Can that stuff be mined with
I'll be
the
right back.
hell pickaxe? I think is what I have. Molten pickaxe.
1 second.
That's a rough situation to be in, though. Why'd you give me the magic conch? Shadow.
Oh. I didn't give anyone anything.
No, Jacob gave me. I think he thought I had run up on you, or that when I ran up on him that it was you.
Okay, appreciate it. Now I need to go get some wood, and then I can go make the house.
Yeah, I think I think him and Duff are gonna be the two to ask because they're probably gonna know a lot more about it than I would. Wait, who's this red hair lady behind me? Is that the mechanic?
I think that's the style. I think you may be talking about the stylist.
Well, that's the stylist. Okay.
Lets you change your character's hair.
Party hair dye, biome hair dye, team hair dye, time hair dye, life hair dye, depth hair dye, hair dye remover. I'm gonna look and see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gave this one buns. Okay, so speaking of which, I don't think.
I need a better weapon because this flame lash is the best one I've got, and it's
God,
not
how
doing
many
much against
headpieces
these
do I
hard
have?
mode enemies.
I had 3 layers of headgear. How could my character breathe? Put
Okay.
that one on,
Oh no.
that one on, and then you put.
Crimson is spread to the left ocean.
All the way to the left ocean?
Yes.
That is an absurd distance because it gets the crimson and then didn't have to go past the dungeon? I'm gonna go talk to the Dryad.
Thankfully the one on the right seems to be okay.
What the hell is this thing?
Yeah, the one on the right's okay.
Wandering Eye.
Yep,
That is a
those
giant
exist.
ass demon eye.
Those exist. Oh, why is there a ghost here?
So two got. Okay, so. Oh. How? Okay, so I'm guessing it's. Okay, purification powder. That's what we need, right?
No,
No.
no, I am not clearing out Crimson with purification powder.
Why?
There is a much better alternative.
3% out of 6% crimson. What's the alternative?
We need Steampunker.
Yes, but
No, I am not doing it. Let it overtake the left ocean for all I care. I am not clearing it out with purification powder.
I didn't say you were gonna have to do it.
You're gonna be there a while then, is all I'm gonna say.
What does it
There's
take? Because you're not giving me anything to go off of
it
besides I'm
needs the
not doing it.
Steampunker. The tool that you're gonna want to use is sold by the Steampunker.
Can you explain to me the difference? You're not giving me anything.
Okay, so purification powder just does a little poof. You get maybe like 10 blocks. This thing shoots a line straight down into the ground, or in any direction you choose, and can go freaking like 13 blocks in a line. So you literally just shoot it down and then start running. And all the while you are clearing out a heck of a lot more.
Okay, but don't you?
No, I take that back. 30 blocks.
I was about to say 13. That actually seems like that seems just as difficult. Okay, yeah, so we have to beat
Right.
at least one of the mechanical bosses to do that. Anyways.
Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to A Man Who is Socially Unacceptable. My name is Evan Ediger, and
But unless we make the spawner for them, they will spawn randomly, like I have Cthulhu.
How do we make the spawner for him?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I thought the druid had another way of doing it out. I didn't thought it was just like. So I guess you're building the house at the other ocean?
Yes.
Okay. Yo, Jacob, you good?
I'm trying to focus on a couple of things. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. So there's that. Oh,
I guess I could go get. Let's see. Well, we got about 6 minutes to 12.
all right. So angler. No, not angler. Stylist. You're gonna come over here. You like the ocean. And I'm gonna make another house.
By the way, what am I looking for when I'm looking for like Ocularum? And how deep do I need to go?
Orichalcum, it spawns randomly. It's like just another pocket of ore appears in random places throughout the world. Just like you would find any other ore.
Okay. Is it green? Is it blue? Is it purple?
I think it's purple.
Oh. Okay.
$13 blocks. 1, 2, 3.
Is it weird that I'm probably one of the few people that actually thinks like green when they think of orichalcum?
Green ore is chlorophyte, and it's in the jungle.
Yeah, orichalcum is pink.
Well, no, I'm talking about like, I'm talking like mythologically speaking. Because when you're talking about the myth of Atlantis, where the material was originally talked about, it's basically like a green crystal-like metal.
Okay.
I guess at some point I'm just gonna have to pick a spot and mine into the wall because
Then a chair. Then walls. Still have a decent amount of wood, so I'll do this.
and it is mined with a pickaxe, right?
Yes, but you need a certain tier. I think you need a
y-
cobalt pickaxe.
Yeah,
you
you need cobalt.
If you found some, I can teleport to you and I can mine it.
Yeah, well, it's not much. It's one piece and it's under a bunch of silt. So it may not be worth it to come teleport all the way to me. Just that piece. Is that it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there's
also
some more down here.
That is not orichalcum. That is, I think, adamantite.
Oh. Sweet, so...
They do look kind of similar. No,
Light-
adamantite is gray.
Well, it has gray flecks in it.
Anyway,
Purplish gray flecks.
let's see, angler.
What the? Hey, do you want to fight a rock golem?
Yeah, I see him. Let me actually get a weapon out. Oh, there's also an archer over here.
Mangled by rock.
Guessing that was the golem.
Yeah.
If I realized he hit like 3 trucks, I would have used a ranged weapon. I just figured he'd hit like a truck.
No, 3 trucks is pretty standard.
Wait, I have... Okay, the one time I remember I have a grappling hook, I have wings.
Hey, the grappling hook still has its uses, though.
And then I died to bones.
Well, an archer.
That's what makes it worse.
No, an archers actually hurt.
It... God damn it. I make jokes and then I remember that I am an internet obsessed nerd.
Oh my.
At Jerome ASF on his channel, they have started making a joke about how if you die to a skeleton, you have died to bones, and it's like you're so bad at this game, you would die to a skeleton. Since it was a skeleton archer, it made it worse.
Alright, that may be enough.
I gave you back the pieces I got. Yep.
2 more chests for the chest.
Place them first.
3.
We need 5.
1 gold and 2 standard. You know you can actually make chests?
Yes. But I was also told by certain individuals that it was a waste of resources to make chests.
Well, it's only a waste of resources if you have plenty that you're not using. But if you are having a hard time finding the iron to make said chests, then or if you're having a hard time finding chests because you've already gotten a metric freak ton of them, then it's somewhat worth it to make them. Especially if you have a lot of iron, which we won't use for much else now.
Why was my control scheme messed up for a second?
Hey, Skylake.
You found it. Finally found the Sky Lake.
Yes, I found a Skylake. But now I'm getting surrounded by harpies.
Dang it. Well, it is noon. Start looking for a stopping
harpy.
point.
Wyvern. Sorry. Fudge. Heal. Okay. Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about that.
Yeah, I'm trying to put some distance between myself and the house in case it comes at us.
If it was around a lake, then that would be either the furthest right or furthest left. So yeah, it's nowhere near.
Okay.
As long as it's not
I
going to
just saw
aggro
it moving
us.
to the right.
Yeah, it may have just been running away then. You know, like they normally do. Once they kill you, they move off screen. What's the oh no about?
I have arrived.
Oh, hey Farvin, by the way, we're streaming.
Okay. I'm just here to...
Oh, no, that's fine. I was just letting
Was
you
hoping
know
that,
before it was...
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, really warm today. I don't know why. Like, we're in fucking autumn. Oh. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, just need to get a chance to...
Okay, so I made an ocean house on the right, but it's not nighttime yet, so the 2 NPCs that moved there aren't gonna move in just yet. Also,
what have you guys been up to? Obviously, apart from streaming.
We're streaming Terraria as a group.
Oh, I keep forgetting I have another accessory slot. Let's see here.
So I have restarted the Critical Role campaign one run because I kind of gave up accidentally.
Oh, you are stronger than I am because I couldn't make it past like the first episode because the first episode they're talking about the origins of their characters, and by the time I get past that, it's just
Yeah. And I still have
oh, because I died to bones.
6 episodes to go. Not including all the one-shots. So. Yeah. But I'm currently on episode 4. I'm having a it's just some moments, it's just fucking funny.
Counter curse mantra.
But there's a point where basically a big old brain creature thing causes Grog to lose all of his intelligence points. Like, just automatically went down to 0.
Oh, you're really early in the Critical Role. Holy.
Oh,
Yeah. I said I'm on episode 4, my G. So, yeah. I've got a lot of catching up to do. So, yeah, but like, so he's catatonic. So he's like, he ruled it as he's catatonic. He's not dead. Because I know technically, if you lose all your intelligence, you just fucking die.
Yeah.
But he put it as like, now he's catatonic, which to me makes sense. Like, it's not great in my opinion if you just outright kill someone with things like that. I think it's more interesting if there's still a way to save them, but it's hard to do that. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
If it's feasible within the level, if they were like level 3, there's no fucking way. But like these guys are like level 9, so he's giving them the opportunity to do it. It's like, yeah.
Hey Jacob,
What?
you want to go to the dungeon with me?
We're about to finish
I was
finish
about to
this
say
session.
we're running on your time schedule. I'm trying to finish up stuff for you.
Yeah, I just want to make one quick stop to the dungeon considering it's hard mode now.
You still playing Terraria or?
Yes, we
Yeah.
are. We've just entered the hard mode, which is our major goal for school started back up. So right now we're just trying to I'll go ahead and get the stuff switched off if you want to go help him out. We were just trying to finish stuff up so that way we can, because Shadow has a schedule he's trying to work on keeping.
Yeah, I've got work later, but wanted to make time for this.
That's fair.
Wait, I I I am similar to our. I have never seen Jackass.
Okay.
Yeah, I had no idea who those people are, so I just figured you figured they were important, so I was just leaving it at that.
I mean, I just know what Jackass is and their relationships. I don't even remember how or why. I do remember. Like, well, yeah. Basically, a bunch of dumbasses doing extreme stunts without actually technically any professional training. Like, it's almost to the point of them basically, like, catapulting nails into their fucking chest. So possibly tetanus, maybe. I'm kidding.
That's not lovely.
Why Lunas? No, that was funny to me. Fuck you, Lunas. Because it's like when you turn to necromancy because you're still not done beating their ass.
What was it? I straight up, because for some reason it sounded like you said something about Lunas and it threw me off.
Yeah,
I think
when
he
you turn,
did.
it's a mean thing. Yeah, it's a mean thing. When you turn to necromancy because you're still not done beating their ass.
Oh, that.
I absolutely would. I absolutely
That
would
was
do
a
that.
while ago.
Uh,
I would.
I actually had a different idea along those same lines. Now I gotta figure something out.
What's that?
You're talking about
Oh.
Lunas and necromancy. I'm like, Wrong direction, but something like that.
So guys, I know
You
this
won't
is
know
unclear.
it's him at first. Let me put it that way.
I'm kind of wanting to know how to run like a one-shot thing, like, literally just like a one-time little adventure thing.
I mean,
And if you guys
all
were
all
interested
you
in
need
me
is
running
a
it,
goal. All you need is a goal that can be completed in one session, and people who are willing to understand that as apprentice. That is the premise.
okay.
Steve-O got a brand of a. Yeah, I don't think I can say that on Twitch.
Huh.
Alright, dungeon. Here I am.
I mean, that's actually quite true. The fewer words a magic sword's name has, the more danger it is. You don't want to be on the wrong
Wait,
end
you
of
just
Dark
got to the
King
dungeon?
Grimnor's.
No, I've been here for a second, but
Okay.
now the
I've been
mobs are
here
starting to
since the
spawn.
beginning of time.
What are you looking for, anyways?
Now that it's hard mode, a lot of new stuff can spawn.
Would it be
Well,
really mean
if
just to
you're-
be like, hey,
Okay,
can you guys
how
go?
about we give you a time limit?
Yeah.
Because I think two out of the three of us are kind of done for the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
I'm I'm giving
that's
him like
fine.
another 5 to 10 minutes, basically.
I would say 5 at best.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause that'll be
So
12,
generally,
15. What was that, Farvin?
I genuinely just want to do a like a little thing where like I go, okay, everybody, there is some rats in a basement. I want you to go kill them, but then have a twist on it. That's essentially what I want to do.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. It's like basically the twist could be anything from it's not rats, it is one giant motherfucking rat that takes like a couple hours to kill. Or
Yeah.
you open up that basement, you are dealing with a whole fucking plague swarm. Or it's
Slightly
not rats at
different
all.
twist, but yeah, I kind of want to do that. Just want to see how I could like if I could actually do it or not. Maybe
Just
something that
keep
would be fun, entertaining, yeah, short and sweet. 'Cause I feel like if I could do that, then I could maybe construct something a bit more expansive.
Yeah.
bone
Yeah.
one.
Because the one shot would take place in a
Fudge.
made-up village that I've made up in my own mind, but if it already exists somewhere in D&D lore, let me know, or anyone
Right
else.
as I was about to get 2
The
more
village's name
chests.
would be Greenvale.
Well, that's that.
And that's where you would begin. Because the backstory of the characters would be all three of you have grown up in Greenvale, each to their own disciplines, but each headed off into the world, come back to Greenvale, because it's an anniversary of a friend's like wedding or something. And
Were
you're
you
wanting
thinking of
to just
using
have a look around.
pre-gen characters, or were you gonna have people make their own? I say
I think
pre-gen,
pre-gen
like you
characters
make the
initially.
characters and we select which one we're running.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of doing. Just because then I don't.
If you're
because
willing
then
to give a bit
yeah,
of free reign, you could do a semi-pre-gen where
yeah.
you do have like restrictions,
Yeah.
but it's still kind of like allowing for them to still create their
My
characters.
restrictions would be, I mean, if I wanted to go semi-pre-gen, so if you guys are interested, it would be restricted to the main races. So you could be a elf, a dwarf, a human, or half elf. Oh, sorry, half elf. No, give me a rundown of the main ones because there's half elf, elf, human, halfling, gnome, dwarf, half orc. Would half orc be considered? That is a main one, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
a
main
Yes.
core
class.
race.
Oh, cool race. Yeah. Am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one or two.
Twitch emotes
But
are
you get where I'm going.
stupid, man.
But you get where I'm going with it. Right, so yeah, core classes, cool. call around races.
Alright.
So you can take your pick of them. No alterations, no like alternate shit. Just base shit. Yes, I know.
So how? Oh, that's a lot faster than most of the other spears I was dealing with too.
Also, you may have noticed the barrier.
Yes, I did. How quickly
I
can
think the
spin
main thing in
this?
my head is that I think I'd struggle with is like how difficult to make hacks and stuff. Like monsters would be relatively simple, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking of like I guess the because I know there's like thresholds because like you can be like because again I've been watching Critical Role, so like a 12 got them to the point of like they didn't take all the damage, but they still took some damage. If that makes any sense. So
Yeah.
like, it's not okay, but the
Oh,
I guess
what's with the
if I was
crystal
doing
ball?
like a level 1, I guess I'd have to think of what the basic level 1 people would be able to hit on a max and hit on a minimum, and then try and find the middle way between that. That's what I'm thinking.
So,
You know, like an
are
average.
we good now?
Yeah.
No, you're terrible.
I was just listening to I was just listening to Farvin.
No, that's okay.
I'm good.
Same.
Mana potions, though, I need to get some more of those. Actually,
Just because I wanted to at
Well,
least
yeah,
stab
I
up my
need to
hands.
regen some
Once.
need to regen some health. I was about to say, let's turn this back on for a second. For some reason we have zombies running across the top now.
Well, that's because there's no torches and it's far enough away from them.
Oh, I know.
yeah, super mana potions can wait. That's
Okay, I'm good.
They can wait for a day.
Okay, I'm good.
Oh, But have we all been anyway?
I've been well. Just been
Yeah.
busy with work.
Oh, right. Okay, so
Hey, since
Okay.
we all have flight now,
I don't.
you have your boots.
It's not as good. Once we all
That kind
get
of reminds me of
wings,
a
we
bit
can
now.
remove the roof. Okay.
Okay.
Ripping off that roof.
I was thinking that
No longer.
Or
even
make
with
it higher.
yeah,
Alright. So everyone good? Who's counting us in?
let Christian do it.
Oh,
Oh.
cool.
Okay. Do you want to
Just
count down
from
from
5
5
count
or start
down and
up from?
oh, sorry man. Here, let me get that somewhere where it's
Portals.
not over the battlefield right now.
Portable cement mixer.
Ready? Let me
Yeah,
know when you're ready
wait
to do
just
the
a
countdown.
second, because not
That's
everyone's in
rare.
position anymore.
Okay.
Everyone in position?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Farvin, whenever you're ready,
5,
count us in.
4, 3, 2, 1. Did that work?
Well,
I'm assuming it did.
Yeah.
I think I'm the worst out of everyone here.
Yep. I figured that's how
Yeah.
that was gonna go, because I was only doing like 1 damage a shit, 1 damage a hit. Not a shit, a hit.
Which is shit.
One
Yeah,
damage.
he's
Yeah.
got cobalt armor.
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
No, you don't.
No, he
Spider
didn't. He
armor.
didn't get enough.
Spider armor. Still, it's better
He
than
did.
what
He is
rest
the
of us
first
have.
one to get up to the next tier of armor.
Yeah, and the next tier of spells, because this is something that dropped that I was going to give to you after the fight.
Poison staff.
Yeah, that drops from the recluse spiders.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a short range but triple shot poison attack. I tried using it a little bit, and you did get hit at first, and then I realized, wait a minute, you're getting way too close to me. Time to pull out the reforged legendary firecracker.
Yeah.
I just decided, you know what? For once, I'm gonna be the annoying ranged motherfucker.
Unfortunately, the annoying range didn't really do much in the long run.
I should have used the bow, because I probably would have done a lot more damage.
Yeah, this is
But the mini shark
definitely
had the
better
higher
than my
fire rate
flame
and better
lash.
accuracy.
Yeah, that was
Poison
definitely
staff
better
is definitely better.
than what?
Poison staff is definitely better than my flame lash.
Well, I mean, aside from homing capabilities.
So,
Well, flame lash doesn't home in on players.
Yeah, but you can still get to control it.
Yeah.
so Jacob won the lot this week.
Yeah, that I got my 2 gold. Or I'm keeping 1 gold in there.
Oh, right. I wasn't dead last this time, so I actually get part of the prize. Oops.
I was.
Yeah.
I'm so used to being
That's
Yeah,
fair, man.
I
the
knew
first one
basically
out.
Sometimes
my
you win
focus
some, sometimes you lose some, right?
was on the mage because I was not wanting to get flame lashed again. Didn't realize how much damage I actually dealt, but
Yeah.
to be honest, if Satana actually tried to run in and melee me, I more than likely would have died a lot faster, or at least got hurt faster.
Yeah, that may have been my bet. That was probably would have been my better strategy, but whatever. Mistakes were made. Oh well. Let's see. Wait, where do we have the Bass statue? I think somewhere over here.
Yeah,
Okay, so what's
Hallow
with the light shard?
Underground?
that can be mixed with some other items. If you can get a dark shard and a light shard, and then a couple other things, you can make a 108 melee damage flail.
Hmm.
That's supposed to be like a yin yang flail.
Oh,
That'll be
snap.
something.
Hallow Underground.
There is in this game. Anyways,
Is
with all
right
that
next
being
to
said,
us.
Shadow, get back to the house and
It's spread from the basically the Hollowed Underground was originally in the desert, so of course it spread further to the left. It spreads fast.
That it does.
anyways, the two of you, I'm gonna start doing the outro, so that way we can make sure that we have enough time for everybody to get going where they need to go.
Yep.
Okay, so everyone, little announcement, if you're watching this in post or if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, it probably doesn't matter. But for the viewers that do come within the next week, do not expect one next week. There may be a stream, there most likely won't be because myself and Shadow are going back to school. And I know myself especially, and since I'm the host, it affects whether or not we can stream this world on Terraria because I'm the one with the save file. I am most likely not going to be streaming anywhere near as often once school starts up because I'm going to have a very heavy semester. I've been making the announcements and comments for several weeks now, but this is the week that's the final announcement. Unless you see a notification, do not expect there to be this type of stream. I will have a solo stream tomorrow afternoon, and that will be most likely my last guaranteed stream until I just have time. Shadow, Jacob, since again this is the last stream we're having, anything the two of you want to say? Or last stream we know we're having for a while. Anything you want to say?
Hope you
Don't
had
let it
fun.
end.
Hopefully we will return. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't see why we wouldn't.
Oh
I mean,
no,
this
I
was
do
too
plan.
fun, and we just got into hard mode.
Oh no, the hard mode was the end goal for this this portion of it. Like I still want to return to this, and even if it's not till next summer, I do intend to return to this, to us playing this together. That's not the thing. This stream isn't end. We're not done with this series. It's not
That's
over.
good.
We're just gonna be on hiatus until school and other life events allow us time to reasonably have a few hours to sit down and play. So
Okay.
that's ultimately what it is. It's not over by any means. It's just it's gonna take some time before the next stream. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why you keep just
That's
talking
understandable.
stuff?
Oh, you can test it out.
Okay, well
Where's the potions? Oh, there it is.
let's test this out. Oh, damn.
Yeah, it has a pretty good range.
Yeah.
Is
that what you were using?
Damage, but I mean, I'm now using the firecracker, which is a lot stronger.
Oh, okay. I'll at the very least put it in the chest later,
Okay.
or next time we're on.
So, did you want to know how much defense I had?
How much?
30.
I'm at 25.
I'm at 40.
Yeah,
I need to get my cobalt armor though.
So yeah, it was definitely a matter of I was not using the right damage outputs.
yeah.
That's definitely what it
Especially
was.
since I was already at a disadvantage because my minions won't do anything.
Yeah, if I had closed range, because when it comes to melee damage, the lowest I can do is, what is it? Of weapons I would actually use as melee weapons is 34. The next step up's 51, and then from there it's 76.
Okay, we need to take some of these chests and separate out furniture from locks.
Well, we didn't have enough chests to do that until recently.
Now we do.
And
Yeah,
when I
that's
say
gonna be
recently, I
something
mean the
later.
last time I
later.
expanded it, but even then, it was messy. But yeah. So, yeah, Jacob's already done it. Shadow, get out of my house.
What?
By the way, I'm sorry for what happened
What do you
earlier.
mean? What do you mean interrupt?
No,
Should've
no, the joke is since I was the main one to focus on building the house at the beginning of the game.
I'm talking about what you overheard.
Oh, Shadow's headset just died. Yeah. No. How do I access the chat? How do I open up the chat? Jacob.
Wait, what?
How do I open up the chat?
Terraria.
For what?
Terraria.
Yeah. How do I open up the chat in game so I can tell Shadow to leave? Mother!
Did he throw a bomb?
Yes!